Welcome back. I am Dela, the Demon Whisperer, and I'm so glad that we've come together tonight for night 2 of our daily collective energy reading. So let me just let you know what you can expect tonight. I loved how last night went. I was actually able to go back and watch last night and see it even resonate in my own life today. So I'm sure hoping that you were able to see the same thing too. You do definitely want to join us on Patreon, where you can see these daily readings and even join me for 30, 60, and 90-minute live video and phone call readings that we can have one-on-one. Check out our Patreon. It's also Dela, the Demon Whisperer, and it'll be in the comment section or the live chat of this video tonight. So I would like, and I actually do this reading right before it uploads, so the energy is fresh. I want to let you know what we're going to cover in the reading tonight so that you'll know whether or not this is something that you're interested in. This reading is to actually uncover and understand and gain advice from the energies that we will be encountering in the next cycle of our reading. Since these are readings that we do nightly, then this energy is going to, this reading is going to be for this next night. This next night and the next day into tomorrow night at about the same time. These readings post at 12 a.m. Arizona time, whatever that time is in the world for you. So these readings are up until the next day, that same time. And tonight, we're specifically going to ask our future selves about the overall energy of the next cycle, which is the next day, as well as our assignment, any obstacles or demons we might encounter, any advice or angels we might encounter, as well as a specific message regarding our love life, our money life, and our health. And then we'll go ahead and wrap it on up. Okay, I'll get you in and out of here real quick, I promise. If you have any questions for me, Dayla the Demon Whisperer, please leave them in the comments. I do ask that we just remain respectful to everybody's ideas and just encourage each other in the comments and in the chat. And again, please join me on Patreon. So let's go ahead and get started. What we're going to do now is we're actually going to gain a better understanding first of the overall energy of the next cycle, which is our next day. We do our readings at night to read into the what's going to happen overnight while the spirits are spiriting, and what's going to happen into the next day when we are experiencing bars. So let's go ahead and get started. I just want to shuffle the cards real quick and see what the energy feels like. Everything is smooth. Everything is flowing. There's some jumpers. So let me ask you the future energy of, wait, let me ask the question first. Okay, well, I'll take it because they look good. I'll take it because they look good, and I'm not going to turn down a good message. But let me ask the question so I can give it all to them. You are excited, and I love it. You are going to have a beautiful overall energy. I'm going to give you a sneak peek. It's so good. It's so good, and it's so good in 2 different areas that I got to show you both of them. But I want to finish answering the question first. But I really want to show you these cards. I'll just show you one. This is one of the energies that will be your overall energy. That is the 10 of Hearts. And I got to show you the other one too. It is the Ace of Diamonds. Yes. Come on, Ace of Diamonds. Hold on. Let me see if I can get a little bit more cooperative. There we go. You see that Ace of Diamonds? All right. So these are the energies, some of the energies that you are going to encounter. And at the bottom of the deck is loud and clear, the Ace of Clubs. So you can see that there, hopefully. Let's see. Let's see if you can see that. There, that's better. There's your Ace of Clubs. So that is going to be, from what I understand, your overall energy. I do see the Six of Clubs here as well, but I'm going to definitely talk about these three energies, especially since they're all so very different. So before we get into anything, you need to know that you are going to have a great next cycle. This next cycle into our next reading, which will be night 3 tomorrow night, is going to be phenomenal. Phenomenal. You talking about happy Monday. Bitch, happy Monday, bitch. I see the 10 of Hearts, which means that wish fulfilled, that happy family, getting ready to spend time and energy around people that you love and that you have great relationship with and that you draw from. People that know you and understand you and love you back. Oh, I love it. I love it. And to be honest with you, I actually have a live tonight on my main channel, which is Daily Creme DELA. Daily Creme DELA. And that's where I think this is going to take place for me. There's also what looks like to be the overall energy of a new financial opportunity, a new tangible manifestation. We not wishing, we not hoping, we not dreaming, we have it. That's what I see. That's what I see. I can't wait for you to tell me what it is. And we also got that new fire, that new passion, that new power. I've experienced a lot of that lately. That's where this channel came from. I had to channel my energy into a new channel, honey. Because somebody called me a demon for doing these tarot cards. And I said, all right, okay. I remember when people used to call me fat. Now I look like this. So let's go ahead. Now it's in style to be a little thick, right? Maybe one day it'll be in style to be a demon. So we got some good energy flowing for tomorrow and for going into the night. You got some good overall energies that are going to be with you. Let's talk about your overall assignment. Okay? What is the overall assignment that the Demon Whisperer Collective has in this next cycle, which is just about 24 human hours? What is the overall assignment? What's the job? Thank you. Oh gosh, the 3 of Hearts. Now what I see here is reconcile. Okay, because I read according to the traditional tarot, but I'm also quite intuitive. And what I see here is the assignment is going to be to reconcile. There is something left open that needs to be completed, not closed, finished, that needs to be sealed, healed. That 3 of Diamonds is that partnership. On the Rider-Waite tarot, you see those 3 men that come together in the cave to work something out, to plan something, to collaborate, to make things do what they're supposed to do. But I also see very seriously reconciliation. Reconciliation. I'll give you a chance to see that card so you can pull that energy as well. That's the overall assignment. So there may be an opportunity for you to forgive someone. There may be an opportunity for you to take the next step in holding someone accountable for their behavior, which may not always feel good, but is what has to happen on the path to reconciliation, right? We got to take responsibility for our wrongs if we ever want to be right, because I am the Demon Whisperer. So I won't allow us to skirt past a step. Sometimes we got to hold people accountable too. So if that's what you got to do, then that's what you got to do. A whole lot of cards just came out. And the next question I was going to ask was about your obstacles. Now, 3, I didn't even ask the question yet. So I'm going to go ahead and put these cards back. What that lets me know is that the cards are ready to talk. And I have actually, if you watched night 2 last night, you'll see that I actually used a different deck of cards last night. From now on, this blue deck is our deck. Okay? This is our deck. Okay? It's blue like the third eye. This is our deck. Okay? I won't use this deck for anything else. And I do use regular playing cards because in my experience, it's been an easy way to do it anywhere in the world. Because nobody knows what you're doing when they don't know what you're doing. So let's quick ask, what obstacles should we expect to encounter in this next cycle? A, which demons will come to humble us, to strengthen our ego, to allow us an opportunity to be challenged by something so that we could see another path or another way? What obstacles, what resistance should we expect? Ooh, and they all went on the floor. So what I see first off is there is a decision. There's a balancing act, a balancing act surrounding a decision. It has to be made. Oh, there's the decision. Oh, so there is a balancing act surrounding a decision that has to be made. That's one of the major obstacles. Now, that might simply be that you got to take a look at your Amazon cart tomorrow, on another beautiful Cyber Monday. You might have to make a decision on whether or not to book a reading with me. Your monthly readings are available on Patreon, where we can talk one-on-one at different intervals of time, and you get more than one question in most of the readings. You might have to make a decision about whether or not to be benevolent and share with somebody. You might have to make a decision to possibly stall on instant gratification and wait for someone or some connection that you've been waiting for. These things are hard decisions to make sometimes. You might have to make a decision about your passion, and you might have to make a choice about either distancing yourself from one thing or another, and choosing to focus on something else. Those are things we got to talk about, our options when it comes to our passions. But we also want to talk about picking our battles and knowing when enough is enough and the battle is over, honey. And you might have to make a decision about which promises you want to stop. No, that sounds amazing to me. So there's some decisions that you're going to have to make in your life tomorrow. There are some possibilities. This is a big collective, so there may be multiple possibilities. Take what resonates with you. Let me know down there what resonates with you. And if something comes across me like, oh, that doesn't make any sense, I want to know that too. I'm interested to know who I'm talking to. So let's talk real quick concerning these obstacles surrounding a decision you have to make. A decision in an area where you need balance. Maybe you need deliverance. Maybe you need sobriety. Maybe you need a cleansing in an area where you're being overly indulgent. Maybe there's some drug use going on, or some alcoholism, or some maybe even just self-loathing. Maybe you've become addicted to hating yourself, and you got to make a decision now. If you're going to keep on with the same pattern, or if you're going to let these angels and these gods that are about to give you advice, if you're going to allow them to give you the advice. So I'm going to ask them, what advice do you have for the Demon Whisperer Collective as it pertains to the obstacles of making a decision surrounding balance? Okay. It's interesting because when I went to shuffle these cards, I shuffled them once. They fell into two piles, and I went to put them back together. But no, I'm not supposed to. Here are the two gods that will be with you. Okay. You see that three of hearts? Where are we at? Oh, they're both tens. I thought that was a three. When I just looked at that card, it looked like a three. Wow. Okay. Let's start with the 10 of spades. I was trying to decide which one I wanted to start with. I want to start with the 10 of spades, especially since I'm holding it so comfortably. I think this is the one I'm supposed to show you first. So this stack has a card on one side and a card on another. But this is the advice. And it seems, oh, there's the three. Okay, so there was a three of hearts. Okay, so I see what happened. These cards separated into two decks. One is the angel that will be with you, the angel of the God, and the other one is the advice, and the other one is the angel. Now, what I'm taking in right now as we speak, and we're going to wrap this up in just a minute. What I'm taking in right now as we speak is that this 10 of hearts is your advice. And this 10 of spades is your advice. Because I know what these cards mean, so it's natural to me to see these as advice. I see that for the advice of the 10 of spades, which is telling you to just surrender to the bullshit. Stop trying to change things. Stop trying to fix things. Stop trying to make them how you want them to be. You can't be a demon whisperer if you're constantly fighting demons. How you gonna whisper? How you gonna employ somebody you in battle with? It's not gonna happen. So you need to surrender to their power and stop trying to make them be what you want them to be. The things in your life that feel like they're demons, your obstacles, your resistance, your adversaries, the things that are holding you accountable to your potential and not allowing you to remain comfortable, you need to give up, stop fighting, and surrender. Okay? Okay? I'm going to give you the advice first while I hear which guides are with you for each advice. I also see that the other advice that you have in this 10 of Hearts is to recognize the blessings of every moment of every day. There are things that we want, but the future is completely an illusion. Okay? I'm going to slow down for a second. There are things that we want, but the future is an illusion. But most of you who are here, if you have access to the internet, you're among the 29% richest people in the world. 25%. If you got access to the internet and you can see this right now. We ain't even gonna go down to the science of if you can see this with eyes, if you can hear it, if you're in a safe place, if you got food and shelter. But we're gonna recognize the blessing. Because one thing you got to understand as a demon whisperer is that your mind is your biggest power. Okay? Your mind, all demons and angels are our thoughts. All gods are our thoughts. 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 And if you don't allow your thoughts to stop fighting and be grateful, then you're going to constantly battle. Now, let me just talk to you about the guides that are with you. Now, I see here when it comes to the surrender pile, right? This one tells us 10 of spades tells us to surrender. And I do got to get out of here in a little bit because I got another show tonight on my main channel. This 7 of diamonds, it talks about certainty. Okay? It talks about being sure. And it's interesting because this God is who's going to be with you when it comes to surrendering and stop not fighting so much. And I literally feel this 7 of diamonds is the devil. This 7 of diamonds is Olosi, as he is called in some traditions. Diablo, Satan, understanding, and man, the fact that he would come out night 2, I was grateful he didn't come out last night because I didn't want to scare you. But yeah, the devil is definitely on your team. The devil is the God of balance when it comes to balancing your ego, humbling yourself, knowing when to fight. Because one thing you'll learn about the devil as you get to know me is the devil doesn't have to fight. You've never heard the devil getting in a fight. And the devil is willing to be with you tomorrow in this next cycle to help you surrender to those things that you keep wanting to fight. And you've got a good old African god named Eshu. That 3 of Hearts speaks to me. That 3 of Hearts speaks to me as Eshu. And you should look him up. Eshu, E-S-U, E-S-H-U. There are different ways to spell the name, but that's one of them. And that is a God that is with you to help you recognize your blessings of every single moment. Eshu almost has the mind of a child in how grateful Eshu is for the things that Eshu receives. Now let's do another quick thing because we got to get out of here. But I want to give you everything you got coming. Okay. So we've talked about our overall energy, which is going to be awesome. The assignment that we have, the obstacles, the demons, the advice, the angels, and the God. Now let's do our specific message. We're going to do our specific message for love, the overall energy that we'll experience tomorrow. The overall message for money or financial prosperity, abundance, security, material wealth. And we're going to talk about our health, whether that be mental, spiritually, or emotional. So first things first, let's talk about love. What message do you have for the Demon Whisperer Collective who won't admit that we want love or that we want to be in love and that we really miss being in love and that we really want to be in love, but it keeps coming out? What message do you have for them? It don't want to talk. You're gonna have to be honest about what you want. Okay. If you have love in your life, then you need to be honest with that love about what makes you not feel so loved. And if you don't have that love in your life, then you need to connect with the future you that has the love that you want and ask he or she or they or them or whatever, how did we get that love? What happened? What did it take for us to have the love that we desire? Because I kind of feel like that's what's popping here. Real quick, because I know I'm making you uncomfortable, so I'm going to leave it alone. Money. What's our message for money when it comes to the cycle, the next cycle? Night 2 going into day 2. What's our money message? 8 of Fire. Please. This is Baba Lorisha. This is magic. This is the magician. This is the 8 of Fire. This is after you have what you want. Now you're able to master the power of being able to maintain and keep it. This isn't tangible. This is powerful. So I have a feeling that I'm talking to some people who've been able to manifest an amazing amount of wealth. And you can't even explain to people how or why or anything like that. But you also wonder why sometimes it's hard to keep it, but then more comes because you're constantly being given the opportunity to steward it correctly. And you're gonna get it. You're gonna get it. You're not being tested, you're being taught. So when you fuck it up, more money comes so you can get it right. There we go. There it is again. Hey. Seven of Spades talks about the completion of a fight, the completion of a battle, something being certainly done, certainly won. That 7 of Diamonds. I just want to spend a little time on that money. I plan for these to be 10-minute readings so you can go about your day. But don't fight. Don't worry when it comes to money. What you think you don't have, you actually do have. It's as easy to manifest $1 as it is to manifest $1 million. So anyway, let's talk about health. What's the message for our overall health? It's 8 of Spades. I feel the 8 of Spades talking again about having a conversation. I specifically see in my spirit the word communication. There is some communication regarding your health that you need to either initiate. Yeah. There is communication regarding your health that you need to initiate. And you know what that is. And you need to write it down. Tell Siri to remind you. And let that be it. All right. So I want to thank you guys for being with me. DELA, the Demon Whisperer. You are now officially, you've completed night 1 and or night 2. You are officially now a Demon Whisperer. Oh yeah, it's just that easy, baby. You were drawn here. So, you fuck with me, you stuck with me, and I'm here for you. So I'm excited about building this relationship with you. Please look us up on patreon.com/DELA, the Demon Whisperer. You will also see links below. Any questions, let me know. Other than that, it is so good to spend this time with you. Have an amazing night too. Namaste.